Beijing, August 28, 2025. At the Ministry of Commerce in the Chinese capital, reporters gathered as officials prepared to deliver an update on the country's trade diplomacy. The weekly briefing carried more weight than usual, as whispers of a potential breakthrough in US-China talks had been circulating for days. The air was heavy with expectation when ministry spokeswoman He Yongqian walked into the press room, her steps measured and precise. Behind her, the ministry's emblem glimmered under the lights, reminding everyone that what would be said today mattered far beyond Beijing's walls. From the outset, he addressed the issue head-on, confirming speculation that a key delegation was set to cross the Pacific. In her words, the announcement signaled a fresh stage in one of the world's most consequential diplomatic relationships. He Yongqian began by emphasizing the role of China's top trade representative. She said, Chenggang, international trade representative and Vice Minister of Commerce, led a delegation to Canada from August 24th to 27th, co-chairing the China-Canada Joint Economic and Trade Committee. Afterwards, Chenggang and his delegation will travel to Washington, D.C. to meet with relevant U.S. officials. The statement was precise, laying out both the timeline and the importance of Li's recent international movements. The stop in Canada was not an isolated event, but part of a broader diplomatic journey that underscored Beijing's determination to engage with multiple partners before heading into what are expected to be challenging talks in Washington. For seasoned observers, this announcement was more than a travel itinerary. It represented Beijing's intent to demonstrate continuity, confidence, and preparedness in its dealings with North America. Canada provided a softer landing, a rehearsal of sorts, before the higher stakes encounter with US officials. His confirmation placed Chenggang squarely at the center of China's trade diplomacy. Known as a steady negotiator with deep knowledge of both international law and the global economic system, Li carries the dual titles of International Trade Representative and Vice Minister of Commerce, a reflection of the importance Beijing attaches to his role. The news briefing continued with He expanding on China's outlook for the Washington trip. Choosing her words carefully, she stressed Beijing's preference for dialogue rather than confrontation. He Yongqian said, China is willing to work with the US to continue leveraging the China-US economic and trade consultation mechanism, resolve issues through equal dialogue and consultation, and jointly maintain the healthy, stable, and sustainable development of China-US economic and trade relations.